Good morning, Daniel. How are you? I step off the train. I'm walking down I did not sleep well. My cat at 3:30 was like, why would you want to sleep when you could be awake? How about you? Found some better place and I miss you. Like the deserts miss the rain, and I miss you. Oh, like the deserts miss the rain. And could you be there? You always were 2 steps ahead of everyone. Walk behind while you would run. Look up at your I've got to I'm making a list. And I can almost hear you shout down to me where I always used to be. And I miss you. Like the deserts miss the rain. And I miss you. I'm making a list of videos for follow-up videos this morning. Oh, you have a chinchilla. My best friend growing up had chinchillas. They're so cute. The 6 people who are on the channel that has a pinned comment are on my old channel. 6 cats seems like, yeah, they live a while, right? 6 cats seems like they could get into stuff. Seems like they would be, they would have ideas. Step off the train, I'm walking down your street again, past your door. I guess you don't live there anymore. It's years since you've been there, and now you've disappeared somewhere. I got a space. You found some better place, and I miss you. Yeah, and I miss you. You found some. All right, I'm gonna make this video. I'm gonna make video. You get to watch me make videos. Skip this. Honey, you know what here? Recession isn't just going on your vibes. Recession is an economic term that has specific indicators. And so in 2024, we didn't hit those indicators. So that is why in this channel where we use actual research, agreed to, and peer-reviewed knowledge, I can't say we're in a recession. So while there was inflation, though the inflation was global and largely due to the pandemic, the stock market did not decline consistently over 3 quarters. Also, the price of gold did not. I understand you feel like it's a recession, but recessions are not on vibes, they're on economic markers. And as to you love my channel, but you hate when I talk about politics, all art is politics. And if you hate that, that's a you problem. Honey. You're getting like a preview of videos. Look at that. Because I'm done with scheduling. I've only scheduled 500. Because I feel like that's enough. I had 100, I had 1,000 some, but unless people like ask for them, I'm pretty much done scheduling. Because I don't know, I don't want to like totally ding. Good morning, Sabrina. Troll comment. Yeah, she loves my videos, but doesn't want me to talk about politics, which means she doesn't love my videos. You know, I thought about it when I was like when I was first coming over to the original YouTube channel. I thought maybe I should tone it down, and then I thought, I can only be me. You know what I mean? You can't be somebody else. That's very hard to. I don't know how people like come up with personas and do those. Good morning, fella case. How are you? I don't know what video this is. Not now. I don't want to look at it. I am checking what replies I need to do, which is what I usually do in the mornings. Chanslet. Chanslet, luckily, the new channel, views are not great. I mean, it's good, but like, it's hard. Chanslet, the new channel is pinned. Go to it, join it. And anybody who just saw Chanslet's account know that I'm demonetized on this channel and starting a new one. I know. I hate the I love your channel. Like, you don't. You don't. I mean, I know I shouldn't like bite the hand that feeds me since I have less than 15,000 followers. But there you go. I'm still just a mean person in the end. I just don't take shit. I hate taking shit from people. On my TikTok channel, I was out of town yesterday. I was driving across the state. And not me personally. And so I had time on my hands. And so somebody has made hundreds of accounts to troll me because they were a Jill Stein leftist. And yesterday I decided to troll them back, finally. I spent all day just trolling them. It was really fun. I can see now why trolls troll. I usually don't have hours and hours and hours to do that. I know. Exactly. Also, like, recession is one of those things they should have taught you in high school. Right, because when you talk about the indicators of the depression, part of the reason that the depression happened is that, like, people weren't noticing the challenges in the economy. Or they weren't caring. So, like, that recession isn't a vibe, isn't something you should, like, not know. You know? All the 11 people who are in my old channel, please come to my new channel. It's pinned. I wish I could have, like, a different hat for each of these fields, but I don't. Alright. So, as we said, today's our oh, let's put on music. What happened to my music? I step off the train. This is my youth. Down your street again, past your door. but you don't live there anymore. It's years since you've been there. Now you disappeared somewhere. I got a space. You found some better place, and I miss you. I love the game, like the game that I have where people. Hey, Allison. It does sort of sound like cowbell. I don't know what it is. No, I don't think it's cowbell though. That's that song from the more cowbell is Blue Oyster Cult, right? That Blue Oyster Cult song is so long. After that Saturday Night Live, which came out like a million years ago, I remember like wanting to hear that song, and I was like, oh my god, that song is so long. What was happening in the 70s? All those songs were so long. Oh yeah, I see that too. Look at my face. I've been the. Thank you, Chancellor. It was really quick. We just went to see family for something. Nothing bad, just quick. I know. I think logic is really hard. Logic like rocked me. And I feel like if you've taken Latin, I took Latin as a kid, like somehow logic would be better because it's sort of a logical language, but whew, logic was hard. And I think the one thing about logic to me that's really challenging, yeah, there are. There's triptychs, and then after that they call it polyptychs. Actually, I was going to do a video about a polyptych because I was at the Cincinnati Art Museum. My kids were remembering to be the kid of an art historian. There's been so many times where like I don't even think they'd be like I'm sort of like forget. And we were in Spain, and we were walking through. Oh, thank you, Kowalczyk. We were walking through the Gothic galleries. And my kids were like, "Oh my god, everyone is bleeding!" And I was like, "Don't worry, close your eyes, we'll be okay." And like we turned around a corner, there was a giant image of Saint Lucy's eyes like dripping out of her face. And Jesus, it's called Christ triumphans. It means he's awake but being crucified. And my kids were really little, and they were so traumatized. In the whole room, I turned around. I didn't know it. Like Picasso's so big, right? So like I turned around, and it's literally just a room of like passion imagery, so like really gory stuff. We were just joking about it because we were in the Cincinnati Art Museum, and there was a really amazing. I'm going to do a video about it. A Katarina van Hemesen polyptych, and I was like, I was saying, oh, this is a really amazing female artist. And then we turned around the corner, and like there was one of the Gothic ones. So that's why they're like, remember, Mom, one of the many times that art burned us. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. It was very funny. We have lots of stories about that. Nope, I just got in. We're doing replies. I'm checking the comments. You don't live there anymore. It's years since you've been there. And now you disappeared somewhere. I got a space. You found some better place, and I miss you. More cowbell. Oh, did we just play the song again? Should we play the other one? It's Blue Oyster Cult, right? The one that was in the Saturday Night Live. Don't Fear the Reaper, isn't that the one? 5 minutes. Jeez, that's a lot of song. And I love this kind of music, so it feels even longer than 5 minutes for me. Seasons don't feel the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. I had a lot of comments on that one video. I will say this on my new channel, so many fewer trolls. I know the trolls will have to come for me to like actually become monetized because they have to like. But it is great to like just have people like who say stuff for real. You know? Trolls are hilarious. I was saying to everyone on TikTok, I was driving in a car yesterday. I wasn't the driver. And so I spent the whole day trolling this person who has trolled me from more than 100 accounts. Like I stopped counting at 100, and that was months ago. Because I said you need to vote for harm reduction. I know I'm just such an asshole because I don't let them believe that they're both the same. And oh, more than 100. It was months ago that I counted up to 100 and then I stopped. And I would block them, and they knew. And so then, like now, but I had all this time, and they're still doing the same shit. Like this was yesterday. I made a video about Zelensky, and they still say the same shit, and it's only about Gaza, and it's that they somehow saved Gaza. And I was like, I'm not sure how you saved Gaza. Oh, I know. This person, I'm pretty sure it's this person called Midwest Anarchist. Yeah, yeah, they saved Gaza somehow by getting rid of Kamala Harris. Can't figure out how, but so now I've decided for the next like months, I'm just gonna troll them. So every day I've decided every morning I'm just gonna reply with a video. Because it shows how stupid these people are. They won't put their picture on. And they're like, I'm not a white guy. I was like, okay, sure. Send us a picture. You just saw it takes me no time to make a video. I literally do every video in one take. I know, I did. That's a funny thing. A lot of these leftists haven't on their accounts put anything about that AI Gaza video. And I literally put it on all my accounts. It's wrong. Wrong is like wrong. Like, what the hell? I know. I know. I was like, okay. I got time. I mean, it literally, I don't, videos don't take me a long time. So, I know. I was like, oh, you're a revolutionary? This is such a funny way to start a revolution. I'm not even that big a creator. I have like 1 million followers. What the hell are they talking about? They thought it was an easy mark, I guess. Alright, let's see what else. What else am I gonna make videos about? Who else needs a response video? Yeah, but there's just not that many trolls. Oh, I should do one about shellac. Oh, do we do this again? How do I find new visual artists? Obviously, I'm listening to Blue Oyster Cult, so that's probably not a good. A lot of different ways. I would say that a lot of it is like word of mouth. So I look at what artists are looking at. Like if they post about it. I'm not like great. Like I have to say, like there are people who are much better at like finding better, like interesting artists. I mean, I used to be better when I was in the field. I would do like a lot of it would be like group shows, making sure I read who's in it. Certain galleries, like Manifest Gallery in Cincinnati. There's one in LA. I just can't think of her name right now. They show really great stuff. Following certain like artists. There's like what do you call it? Private curators, and seeing who they're posting about. I always used to look at every MFA, like all the big MFAs, see who they are. I haven't. Bardcore. Is Bardcore like a Ren Fair situation? What else? Checking all the galleries. I don't do all that anymore. Corn Chowder, you're on my old account, just so you know. Find the new one. I know this guy's a jerk. Isn't he? Girl, deliver that to me, come see me. Cause it's me, you, me, you. All night, have it your way. For play before I feed your appetite. Do you like it well done? Cause I do it well. Cause I'm well. I didn't know this. Oh, here, they need this. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out. Say, take my order, cause your body like a carry out. To your body till you hear me out. Turn me on, my baby. You guys get to watch me make videos. You're gonna be like, oh, that's it. Escom, I don't know. I'll look it up. After this, I'll put it up. You missed it. Earlier was the 70s and that was the 90s. I do love this song. Hunted and Undaunted, you are on the old channel. I don't have a favorite museum or gallery. It like changes. I do love like, oh, you know, one place I do look at like, I really think the South Bank Center, for example, does great work. So I like that's one I really love. No, fine art means that it is art that is meant to have no other function. So fine art comes out of the Renaissance, where they had a hierarchy of art, and then in the 19th century it gets refined. So fine art would be, I don't have anything with fine art in my house. Otherwise, I don't collect fine art. Oh, I guess I have a print. A print could be fine art. My friend's print. It is a Saguro soft sculpture behind me. I did it for an event. I made it for an event. We were just talking about how dusty it is. It's like, I don't know, 12 years old. So it's filthy. We have to dust it. They don't define. Venezia, fine art is definitely a Western concept. I would say that in Asia, and actually most of the world, this would be true in Africa, too, that now fine art would be art that you sell through a gallery. So, like, you could actually have ceramics that could be functional, but they're fine art.
Yeah, I went to the Van Gogh exhibit because my dad bought me tickets. That Van Gogh experience. It was terrible. I think it's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I happen to live in a city that literally has 3 Van Goghs. So it was sort of weird to be at the Van Gogh experience where people are paying way more than going to a museum. But I understand why they do it. They did just disappear. Mossy Droid, new account, pinned. I don't think I can. Okay, I never had a ding. I got one ding. It was a video that was about memes and politics. And they said that it was a content violation and they demonetized my whole channel. And they didn't let me appeal. But I don't want to say any words that would make me like lose all makeup. They didn't delete my videos. They didn't delete my account. So I'm gonna win. I'm gonna go with the win. But the new account is pinned. It'll be 2 weeks on Monday. So at least I've gotten all my old videos scheduled. Not all of them, but I got like 500 of them or something. Close to 500 of them scheduled. And I got 14,000 people to show up at the next one. So that seems good. Yeah, I think this is it, Sabrina. So, like, I actually have to say, I think that the art, when I was in the, I was still working in the museum when I went to see it, and I was so annoyed by it and how much money people were spending. But now that I'm, like, many years out of museum work, I do get it. You know, like, oh, good. Chancellor. I think also for me, it's been fun to watch the old ones. I mean, they're so short. Like, 1 minute of your day is not crazy. I dropped out of my PhD program. My name is Seema. I dropped out of my PhD program. And I have never been sad about it. Happy birthday, Mia. Are you a Pisces? My dad's a Pisces. I hope it's a sunny day for you. Yeah, I think it's very approachable. As a non-museum pro, I get why people do it. You know, I was at the Cincinnati Art Museum the other day, and my kids grew up in museums, and like Cincinnati has a great costume collection, and so we were walking through, and thank you, his was Friday, and I know, I'm sorry, impulsive pursuit. Here's me ruining art for people. But like my kids, one of the things we always have done, like when I've walked through museums with my kids, because like they're my kids, right? So like I always have things for them to do or think about. So like we walk in, and anytime there's a costume collection, we always like look at it. And we're like, who do we know who would wear this, or would you wear it? Which is like the natural. I mean, most of it's women, so I guess that maybe isn't natural. But like, you could easily do who do you know who would wear it. Which is like so easy. But if you don't have somebody to show you how to like experience art in a museum, I get that's why Van Gogh experience exists, because it takes that out of there. And like I was looking at I did a lot of work on Renaissance stuff, Netherlands now, I guess, the Low Countries. And I was saying to my daughter, it was like one of those atmospheric landscapes that are supposed to be like just like the world. They're like made up places. And I was like, would you live in this castle or that castle? And she's like, I wouldn't live in either of them. I'd live in a windmill. But like, like those are kinds of things that are simple things to think about. But like, if you don't have somebody who tells you, you're just walking through and don't know what you're looking at. I don't have a favorite artwork. I never have a favorite. In general, what I think people should do is think about not like just like look at what you notice. I think that one of the things people expect to have is the right answer, and there's no right answer. Like, like we were looking, and there was some painting by a guy, and I don't know if he's really still alive. He was born in 1924, and then we were like, "What?" It was so brightly colored, and we were like, "Wow, it's so brightly colored." Oh, that lady, that troll.
Me there. I like the way you pull my hair, baby. If I don't feel it, I ain't faking, no, no. I like when you tell me kiss me there. I like when you tell me move it there. So get it up, time to get it up. You say you want to report, show me what you got.
That woman got mad. Oh, cool. Oh, look. That woman got mad, that troll. I'm apparently wrong. Me and every economist is wrong. So this is the thing. I would agree with those people, actually, Allison. If the CVS receipt, if an artist decided they were going to make that part of their art, and they said this is art, it is art. It's the same way that this is a computer. Like, it's not that it's good, it just is art. If somebody says it's art, it's art. That said, then, and this is where I think this is like the key to this, then I get to judge it against art. And so I get to judge it against the Mona Lisa, which I actually don't think is the best Renaissance painting. I don't think it's the best Leonardo. I don't think it's the best of much, actually. It's not the best in its room, though they're moving it now. And so, like, I would much rather it not be art. You know, there's a lot, like, I don't make art because I don't want you to judge it like that. But and it's never been my move. Yeah, but I think, like, that's where people, like, think it's like, oh, well, you get to say it's art, it's worth millions. No. If you say it's art, it's probably never going to be worth millions, right? Because the judgment of what is art and what could, and particularly because of the money, what could increase in value means that it's gonna, like, it's actually, like, it's putting it in, like, it's like playing varsity when you're not even good enough for JV. Like, so people think it's like somehow like some sort of trick, but it's like, it's not really a trick. A lot of times I think it's also people who haven't tried to be artists and see how hard that is. Yeah, exactly. That's it. I did a video actually about that on TikTok. Maybe I did it here too. I don't think so, because like here all that stuff was copyrighted. But that part of the reason that people think that Duchamp. Yeah, but like Allison, that's a great example. If you did it now, people would be like, okay, well, people have done that. How is it different? Why is it worth it? Where is your backup? Kuchu Bear, you're in the right one. Where's your stuff that happened before this to prove that you're an artist? Like, so then you could say it, but now I'm going to ask you, why did you come up with that? What's the point of it? What are you doing that's different than anybody else? Why are you more valid than the people who did it before? How does it work in our current moment where art is trying to move past that? Right? Like, ready-mades have been done forever. How does this make it better? How is this more interesting? I'd just rather make a fence, frankly, than put up with all that stuff. That's like a lot harder. Oh my god, I was just talking about this. I don't know what I was painting the other day. Oh, here, maybe I was drawing. And one of my friends did scene painting for a while. Those are some of the most amazing painters. Scene painters are like out of control. Anybody who can paint wallpaper like that, it's just they are so good. I had a friend who was a scene painter for a while. Crazy. I can't. I cannot. Like I did it for I was in high school. I was like did a lot of scene painting. Hey Stuart, thank you. I'm supposedly making follow-up videos. I will say that they just watched me make a video. Yeah, movie backdrops are really amazing. Cool. I hate Vasari. I think he's a jerk. Hey, Lauren, you're on my old channel. You might know that, but my new channel's pinned. I hate Vasari. I hate him. I think it was a terrible human being. But I think it's important what he did. You know, Vasari is this guy in the Renaissance who like wrote the lives of the artists, so we know a lot about artists. But I think he made it all up. I mean, I don't think he made it all up, but I think he like put his own spin on it. I just feel like Vasari is like so many like art critics today who are just dicks. I just think. I mean, I would. He must have been just impossible to. I have a video. I don't know where it is. I don't remember which channel it's on. I'll have to see if I can put it back up. I can put it back up. That jerk Vasari. I just think he's a complete hell. Yeah, exactly. He was like a failed artist, so he became an art historian. Basically, he's like the first art historian, and I just think he was probably just like the biggest hill. I mean, that's to me to go back to the question about the fence. Hello. The question about the fence and can it be art? To me, part of the problem is so much of the art world is ego and just pills. Like the worst people. Yeah, exactly. He is like a gossip columnist. I do think like there's so like that's actually the funny thing about the movie The Brutalist. To me, I haven't seen it and I don't plan to. And but like they made all this drama about Marcel Breuer because Breuer was famously not a pill. But they could have made a movie about like lots of people are pills. Actually, many of those mid-century modern people weren't. Like the Eames weren't pills. Ruth Asaba wasn't a pill because they were like so about community, so they weren't actually. But like, you know, Le Corbusier though, the founder of it, I guess, was a real pill. And like Frank Gehry, I guess, isn't like a super pill, but he's not like the best. I don't know, Benicia. I'm not a physician, and I hate to like. I don't want to diagnose people. I don't know. I mean, some people can just be bad people, right? Like I worked with Raphael Vignoli. I think he was just a bad person. I think he was an Argentinian junta. Like I just don't think. Oh, interesting, Ari Bradshaw. I've never been to Oklahoma. I've driven through it, so I can count it on the map. When I was a historian, I think we also, even when I was in, for art historians, it's a really touchy subject. Because unless it's a medical diagnosis, we usually don't. So like somebody, for example, like Monet, who had a medical diagnosis of glaucoma, yes. But like it's a really contentious thing. And like when you talk about like Van Gogh or Van Gogh, both with like his psychiatric issues, but whether he was colorblind, a lot of art historians, and I think it's the right thing to do, that you have to be very, I think it's a little bit like ableist, you know, like, but the biggest thing for me is that it is retroactive, right? Like the one, I think the most famous one is Goya. Did he go crazy from lead poisoning? Who knows? Maybe that's just his art. Like, I know. I know. I mean, that's the other thing about genius. Like somebody was saying, um, uh, somebody was asking me on one of these about like women, like because like like Helen Frankenthaler was famously difficult. She was married to Motherwell, and then they got broke up, and then he married someone else. But like, was she difficult, or was she a woman in the man's field? I have no idea. Yeah, Allison, I think but I think it's true. I haven't seen that video, but I think that's very true. Like, the problem also is we don't know if they were a genius, if they were in the right place at the right time, if like, you just don't know. There's too much of variability. Cool. I don't know who that is. You mean Joseph Cornell? He did that. But like Joseph Cornell is a good example, like, or Morris Lewis, both of whom like basically lived in their apartments and made art. Like now we live in a world where lots of people do not leave their houses. The other thing I was thinking about is that, you think about really ancient artists, like prehistoric artists, a lot of our things that we perceive are because our society has changed from even the Middle Ages. Yeah, like I think about that about Kanye. He seems like he's a bad person. Yes, it could be mental illness, but he also seems like that doesn't seem like he's still harming people. I mean, he's still an anti-Semite. Like. Oh, cool. Interesting. Oh, I'll look it up, buddy. I'm not doing much making videos. Well, that's the other thing. I mean, how do I know? The other thing is, like, we don't know any of these people. Thank you. It's really dusty. I've got to wash it. That's why they love that's real been the chick that they talk about. Goddamn is the words that come out their mouth. She looks good always without a doubt. Ask for it, she back. Yeah, I remember thinking that about authors too. But the other thing is we love the idea of the tortured genius. Like as a society, we love that. We love them to be tortured for our art. We want them to suffer for our art. I haven't made any videos other than that one that made that woman announce she's not following me. Drink that up, man. Got you feeling crazy? Well, that was the plan. They was waiting for me, wasn't ready for this. He got the game sold up. No one talking about this, so yeah, I know you want to fight it, but why would you try? Can I just have hot water in this? Yeah, we think we're big, man. Why would we lie? Come on. 1, 2, 3, everybody. Get low, then pick up, get your hands in the air. It's a stick up, shake your tambourine, move it quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town, get the picture. Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on? Tea and coffee. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. She can shake it to the flow, gotta love Lauren, that's a great topic. If I have any. I have so many now options for where videos could be. It's hard to say. I have definitely talked about art of the 100 Years' War, which is one of my favorite topics. And I've definitely talked about art during World War II. And I did some about World War I. But I could do more on my new channel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did do Winslow Homer and the Civil. I've done more Civil War, but I don't know where anything is anymore. So many damn channels. Thank you, Sabrina. It is a I do have a great joy. I take a little too much joy in, but, like, people think, like, I'm, like, trying to so this usually so up to today, I was scheduling posts, but now I have a lot scheduled. Dexter, I know, right? It's so, like, I don't understand if they're saying it because, like, I don't know where that reasoning comes from. As someone who is not autistic, is it like you've never met anybody autistic? So you think they're like, what do you think? What is it? Like, it just like doesn't even make any like logical sense. I feel like autism is pretty lots of people. Like, I mean, I think everybody now knows a lot of people who are autistic, right? Feels like you can know that that's not true. You could have like firsthand knowledge of that. Also, who says he has autism? Has he said that? I've never seen anybody say like he's been diagnosed with autism. Oh, he has. He has said he has it. Okay. So there you go. I didn't want us to diagnose him, but oh yeah. Somebody asked me for that. Yeah, I think so too, Sabrina. Isn't that what Matthew Perry died of? Got it. Got it. Got it. I'm not so knowledgeable. Got it. I'm the man from the big BA. Won't you come play round my way? Man, listen to what I got to say. Don't you know I am the man? Rock shows here in Japan. Have people shaking my hand. Hey, girl, better known as Ali. Give me goosebumps and hot feet. Make it play haters believe. Don't you know? Gotta tell somebody. Cause I really need somebody. Tell me that there's somebody. If I let this go, you can tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. Are you responsible? Boy, I gotta watch my back. So I'm just hit it right. Is it my goal? Is it your goal? Sometimes I'm pretty good. Right now I'm not at right. All right. Yes, I say no. 'Cause I really need somebody. Gotta keep making those videos, Seema. Hold on. You all get to watch. The Vikings are Persians in the way that chickens are dinosaurs. So there was a group of people a very long time ago who we now call the Indo-Europeans. Those people were nomadic and traveled. And so everything that is in color on the map is descended of those people. That, however, does not mean that chickens are going to take over the world / Jurassic Park it. And in that same metaphor, that does not mean Persians wandered through Turkey and up into Scandinavia. What actually happened is that Indo-Europeans went into Germany, and those Germanic people populated Scandinavia. And some of those people had the job of Viking, because Viking is not a people, but an occupation that involved boats and taking other people's stuff. So, in summary, Chickens are only descendants of dinosaurs, and Persians and Viking people, or Norsemen, as you should call them, are both descendants of Indo-Europeans.
What's wrong with Viking?
Nothing. It's a job. There's nothing wrong. He was talking about the people, though.
Hi, honey.
Where do people get this stuff?
Off the internet. Crazy people who.
Oh no, they get it from me?
You.
I am why people think the Vikings are Persians? Oh no.
I woke up, my joints hurt.
Oh, honey.
You know, let's go and see if I can do something this week instead. Because I think I might as well give it enough time. Tell him it's practice. I have practice this week. For the first time in a while,
Dick?
I've practiced.
Because Dick.
Yeah, I saw that, Bradshaw.
No. I actually practice.
I'm not going to tell that. I'll just say.
No, I know. I just mean I would love to do something else this week.
I would want to ask you for help, like with the laundry today.
Yeah, we're all gonna do it.
Okay.
We're gonna. I mean, a lot of it still has to be washed, but once it's washed, like.
Don't say her name, but can you wake up the other one?
It's 6:22. That's kind of scary.
Huh? 6:22. It's 9:22.
She's gonna be scared.
Give her a few minutes. I'll get it.
Yeah. See, now you see why I can produce so many. I did do this as a job, though. That's why. So now you guys are seeing. You're seeing how the sausage is made.
That's kind of gross. No one wants to see how sausage is made. I hate this butter.
Yeah, I thought that was so fascinating. People get mad when I do videos about how he was dark skinned.
Who?
The early British people.
We're dark skinned.
Uh-huh.
Europeans were. Just
Europeans were. Because light skin.
coming out of.
Yeah.
And blue eyes.
Yeah.
So they had dark skin and blue eyes?
Uh-huh.
We think.
We think. It's hard to. It's hard. We'll never know. Because like part of the thing is, sunburn. But then they didn't need. I mean, but the melanin is like more costly, right? You have to do more. Your body has to like make it and whatever. And so as they lived in the north, they didn't need it. They don't need that sun protection. I'm very much simplifying like thousands of years of genetics. Lauren, have I ever talked about my personal educational background? I don't know if I have. I am an art historian. I don't have a very interesting personal educational background. I'm just an art historian. And I worked at museums.
You know what? Maybe we don't try to reschedule right now, because if you don't feel better.
I'll be there next week.
Just if you do feel better, practice, okay?
I think some people have very exciting personal educational backgrounds. Just an art historian, went to grad school, taught for years.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, stay with us.
If I get off, will you stay here?
No, I thought I lived on the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one's stopping you.
No, thank you. I don't mean it that way. I do agree that art history is important. I meant like I only have an art history background. People always think like, why do I know so much about like economics or like sociology? It's because art history overlaps a lot of things. People think I've studied something along with art history, which I didn't really. I just did. I did South Asian studies and art history. I didn't have like, there's some people who have like a very varied, considerably varied background, which I don't have. I'm really an art historian. I did. That's where I started. It was for art though. People who just saw me, I make these videos very quickly. I literally just made 2 responses. I mean, I do almost all my videos in one take. and I usually talk about things I already know. Yeah, I had originally wanted to do Indian art history, Buddhist art history, but then like people are really weird, so I decided not to do that. Not Indian people, but like people are weird about like Asian people. They want you to, they like, I don't know. Art historians are like very what's the word I want? Fetishizing? So I got 2 responses done. I don't know, man. I feel like I feel tired. This silly cat of mine. I should be making more videos, but now I'm just tired. This cat has tired me out. What music were we listening to? Oh, Aaliyah. My kids used to say that was it like so there was so we had so little in my childhood era, you know, I was a kid when this came out. My thoughts on Picasso. I hate him. I'll tell you in a second. But then she was like, "You have to have a baby sound in there." Like that was what was like. You didn't have enough that you had. They had to sample a baby. Aishika. Hello. I know. I loved her. She was so pretty and nice. Poor thing, R. Kelly. I think Picasso is a great example. We were talking about geniuses earlier. He's a great example of geniuses that are not geniuses. I just think he like was at the right place at the right time.
I think so. Also, all the impediments removed from him.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
had an education from the start.
I agree.
He was not bothered by morality.
No, he was definitely not bothered by morality. That's true.
And then I think people were going to say he was a genius.
Yeah, I think that's true. No, it's true. She's usually not that bad, but we were out of town. Me too. Oh, Holmes! Oh. I vividly remember her dying. My cousin was her age. Wow, I'm posting these old videos. My hair looks nuts in the Gyptomania video. Wow. Oh, what I did to my hair that day. I look bonkers in that video. Oh, where was it? There's a book about Gauguin. Is it a novel or is it a I haven't heard about it, so I don't know if I want to read it. I truly dislike Gauguin, so probably that might make me not love it. Oh, it's nonfiction. Cool. I really, really dislike Gauguin. Yeah, I have met relatives of Picasso who have not made it sound like he's a great guy. I'm trying to like get my brain on. My brain. I'd like to get my brain. Cadillac needs space to roll. Where we hit a phone, she don't know. We in the city with a pro shake, rock and roll, and I'm a goddamn rolling stone. I don't beg, I can hold my own. I don't break, I can hold the throne. In this way in the sun, I'm the son of a good. My code name is the only one, and black gold is bad. These streets he don't ran ever since when the game began. I never played a fool. Matter of fact, I've been keeping it cool since money been changing hands, and I'm ready to shine. The legacy I leave behind be the seed that'll keep the flame. I don't ask for much, but enough room to spread these ranks. And the world finna know my name. I don't beg from no rich man. Oh, Sabrina, I'm just reading your comment about your car. Oh, Dogs Through Time would get a great. Dogs Through Time is like a great topic. A lot of people like that Mischief one. Yeah, you are the one who kept me up. Sleepy. Now you're gonna sleep? Now you're gonna sleep? She's unbothered. Good morning, Lucy. You're on my old channel. The new channel is pinned. Her sister dated Dali. Wow. Yeah, she's awesome. Oh, no, she's not. She's still. Oh, wait. But her eyes are getting heavy. Cat tax. The cat kept me up. It sucks that when cool stuff is made by terrible people. All right, gang. It's been an hour. I try to do this for an hour in the morning. If you are in a channel that Lauren has been commenting on, the pinned link is where I live now. Have a good day. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Daniel. Bye.